Hi, so I'm Jack. I'm one of the doctors that work at James Cook Hospital. I'm here on the picket line. As you can hear, we've got lots of public support in our fight for full pay restoration. We've had a 26.1% pay reduction since 2008-2009, and we're seeking to have our pay restored back to those levels. We don't feel valued by the government. We've had successive pay cuts for 15 years. We are trying to negotiate with the government currently to restore our pay back to 2008-2009 levels, and unfortunately we feel like we're being pushed into a corner. We've been trying now for over 150 days to try and get them to negotiate and get them into the negotiating room. Unfortunately, we feel we've been pushed into a corner, which is why we stood on a picket line rather than providing patient care. We feel even when we are in work currently, there isn't enough of us because doctors are leaving to go to Australia and New Zealand because they're paying tens of thousands of pounds more to junior doctors than the UK government currently pay to us. We think a pay restoration would go some way to retaining those doctors to be able to provide the patient care that we want to provide. Being a doctor is a really rewarding and fulfilling career, but ultimately it's really difficult to advocate for double-digit pay cuts over the last 15 years. It's really, really hard to justify that level of pay cut. That's why we're asking for pay restoration. Consultants have had a 33% pay cut, junior doctors have had a 26.1% pay cut. That means we're working for 3 months a year for free every single year. We think that the government are being unreasonable in the way that they've approached these talks. We think we're being reasonable. We have agreed yesterday to enter negotiations via ACAS. The door has always been open. We've been trying to do this for 150 days. I'm not entirely sure why Mr. Barclay does not want to sit down and talk to us. Unfortunately, that's his position. Our door has always been open for negotiation, despite him saying that his is. He's acted in bad faith and he's trying to introduce multiple preconditions, which is why we are in the position that we're in. So the government finds money where it's needed. The NHS is very much in need of cash right now, whether it's nurses, whether it's doctors. I know nurses in A&E who have left to go elsewhere for quite literally double the hourly rate that they're on. And a 5% pay increase equates to about 70 pence an hour for a newly qualified nurse. We're asking for an extra £5 to £10 an hour, which we don't think is unreasonable for doctors who are often the first people on scene if your heart stops. We will be the people that are resuscitating people in the middle of the night. We will be fixing your broken hip in the middle of the night or during the day. Consultants are there to provide senior level care, but it's very likely that the interaction that you have when you are in hospital will be with junior doctors, and we don't think paying a junior doctor £14 at 7 o'clock on a Friday night is reasonable to do those things. I think services are under a lot of pressure. We don't feel we can provide the patient care that we can provide even on a non-strike day. We were looking at 12-hour A&E waits in the last winter. We want to see better patient care. We want to provide better patient care. We think one of the reasons why we can't do that is because doctors are actively leaving because they're being paid literally tens of thousands of pounds elsewhere in the Western world. Steve, our door is open and has been open for over 150 days. We just want to negotiate. 35% is a lot because we've had a 35% cut. MPs have had a 40% pay rise in that same period. We're asking for something similar. We don't think that's unreasonable. Our door is open to negotiation. We are happy to negotiate via ACAS. Please come and talk to us.